Hey, fourth grade. So we've got some new concepts this week that we're working on. And I just kind of want to review that material with you. We're looking at page 251 and then we'll work on page 253. So the top of the board, we're looking at 251. And it says the basic metric unit of liquid capacity is the liter. So a liter is slightly larger than a quart, and a kiloliter is slightly larger than 264 gallons. So liter is liquid. We're talking about when you have a 2 liter of Coke or any type of soda, that's what we're measuring. So whenever you go back to the King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk, whenever you're working with this, the liter will always start at the by. King Henry died by. So that's where the dot is at the by. So that's where your 1 would start. And then whenever you're moving to the right each time, your decimal will move to the left. And so you start out with 1 on your liters. Then your decimal will move to the left of the 1 when you go to deciliters. Then when you go to centi, it'll move another time, so that means you have to put a 0 between that decimal and the 1. And then the milli, you'll have decimal 001. So that's 1/1000th in the milli, 1/100th in the centi, and 1/10 in the deci. Okay? So then whenever you're moving the other way, when you're moving to the left of liter, you're going to add zeros. So you'll start at liter. When you go to deciliter, which is 1 hop, you'll add a 0, so that will be 10. And then you add another 0 because that's 2 hops. So 1, 2, so you'll add 2 zeros, so that's 100 hectoliters. And then you'll add 3 zeros because you're doing 3 hops. So 1, 2, 3, so you have 3 zeros. So that's kilo, and we know kilo usually means 1,000. So let's go over the answers on page 251. Number 1, it says fill in the blanks with the metric prefixes. You should be able to use this scale, or you can use the scale at the yellow box at the top of the page, which would be milli, because that is 1/1000th. Going across to B, which means 10, so that's deca. And then going over to C, which is 1/100th, which is centi. And then you have D, which is hecto, because that's 100 hectoliters. Then you have E, which means 1/10, which is deci. And then you have the very last one, which is kilo, and that means 1,000. So number 2 talks about circle the items which you think contain more than 1 liter, and underline the items which you would think contain less than 1 liter. So a coffee cups, that would be underlined because that's less than 1 liter. Then you go down to a car gas tank, you would circle that one. Then you have a bathtub, that's a lot of water, so that would be circled. Then go over to the kitchen sink, that would be circled. Then you have the juice glass. Juice glasses are usually pretty small, so that would be underlined. Then you have swimming pool, a lot of water, circle that. Picnic jug, circle that. Then you have tablespoon, not a lot of liquid, so that's underlined. And an eyedropper, so that's underlined as well. You should be able to work the rest because you start on number 4 on 251, and then you'll work 252. So let's move over to page 253. You're talking about measuring temperatures. Measuring temperature is a thermometer, is an instrument used to measure temperature. You also have the degree symbol. which is used here to write degrees, that little tiny circle. And then you have two scales are used to measure temperature, are Fahrenheit and the Celsius. So you have your freezing point of water, your boiling point of water, and your normal body temperatures in Celsius and in Fahrenheit. So you need to memorize those because those will be on future quizzes and tests. So that box at the top of the page, you need to know both Fahrenheit and Celsius. So whenever you're looking at the thermometer on 253, right now we're just moving by twos. So if you start at 20 degrees, each line would go 22, 24, 26, 28, and 30. So that, I'm just giving you an example of this, so that would go all the way up to 30 degrees. So if you count on 2A, count it. So all the way, the red would go 22, 24, 26. So that would be 28 degrees. And you have to make sure you put it in Celsius. So that would have to be written in 2A. Uh-oh. 2A be 28 degrees Celsius. So make sure you put your degrees Celsius there. Then B, it starts down at 50 and then it goes by twos. So that'd be 52 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay? So you count by twos. Then C, so it starts at 10 degrees, so you go 12, 14, 16, 18. When it's between the two, then you know you need to use that odd number instead of the even number, so that would be 19 degrees Celsius. And then on D, it looks like you start at 80 degrees, go to 82, and then that would be 84 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay? So let me know if you have any questions about these new concepts, and I'll get back with you. You can text me or email me and let me know if you have any problems. And I will be talking with you guys on Friday on Zoom class, and I hope this was helpful. Hope to talk with you guys soon. See you later. Bye.